Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything is set on up. Let's see, 22nd. Technically Sunday, I'm pretty sure his replays were locked last weekend, so this should be a safe replay. I have not cast before. Just making sure all my streams are up and going. Need to update the YouTube thumbnail. I've been told as well that the game volume's a little bit too loud, so I'm going to decrease it ever so slightly. It's really fine-tuned. Additionally, my voice is not exactly the same every single replay, because the colder days, I've been starting to lose a bit of my voice. YouTube's good to go. Twitch appears to be good to go. Looks like Rumble is going. Disable the OBS previews to save resources. Oh. Need to change the file type or the file name. And let me double check about the computer. Just make sure it's going good over there. And I think everything's good. Oh, I need a drink. One more moment, please. Just gotta make sure I stay hydrated during all this. And I think everything's good to go. So, let's go and get started. It's Empire Wars. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another H-Powers 4 replay. Spawn on the top left side as the Blue Mongols with Liquid Demu. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Orange Holy Roman Empire. We have a foreign name. This of course is a naval map and is Empire Wars. Let's take a quick look and see what everybody obtains, since I don't know Empire Wars all too well. Looks like the Blue Empire player does get 2 prelates. I think 2 scouts, or even any scouts, additional scouts on this map is all that great since it's naval. And looks like he does, I suppose that's reasonable. Maybe he should divert more units over to wood to get out more fishing boats. He has plenty of coin or gold at the moment. The Mongol player, let's see. Oh, it starts off with 2 sheep next to Ovo. That's gives you quite a bit of sheep production immediately. That's actually pretty good. Of course, we got the 1 gear next to gold and the township itself next to wood. I think it did spawn out there, based I can see by the stones around the town center. That's the con. There's a naval yard here. When it comes to navy, Mongols actually have a decent navy in my opinion. Piracy is a really good upgrade. Give you plus 25 wood and gold per ship kill. That does actually add up quite a bit. It makes it your ship engagements can be a bit more cost effective, assuming you get kills. Also, makes it really good when you're raiding fishing boats. You're still not being selected, which is not uncommon. Silver Tree's not half bad either on naval maps, just simply if you had a free market. Wheelbarrow has been researched there. We've got another gear over here. He's probably eyeing for some of the wood collection technologies. Naval maps where we actually see people go for the improved research. Aachen Chapel being pulled out over here, which makes sense. The Menwork Palace won't be that great since that improves land units, not necessarily naval units, though the cheaper arrow research wouldn't be half bad, but the Aachen Chapel in this situation is just clearly better. I think the Aachen Chapel needs to be toned down a little bit. If its aura radius is reduced by 10% from 40 to 30%, I think that would be reasonable in my opinion. Because right now he has plus 30% collection rate for, or 40% collection rate for gold, stone, and wood. And food can just be occupied by fishies. What's the unique unit for, or upgrade here? Military ships regenerate health out of combat, which is not bad. So you don't have to all to go back to your dock to get healing, but it should compound as well, so you don't have to spend wood with your fishing boats to get stuff prepared on up. You have an arrow ship for the Holy Roman Empire player. The Mongols have not eyed for military ship just yet. They do have access to the Oval is actually a pretty good structure for naval maps, because it's one of the few times where Mongols may have the best defensive navy. Villager, now we're seeing some arrow fire there. That aside, both sides probably should get out the arrow research. Does can set the dock there, has an arrow ship on the way, and the villager will likely go down. Nope, nice dodge there. And she ate that one. Third dock coming on out for the Mongols. The Holy Roman Empire player is getting a third dock here. There's plenty of fish in the sea, but just don't get catfished. Arrow ship moving along the flank. Maybe it'll shore bombard this gold deposit. It is also a full 8,000 gold deposit, so it's very valuable, but you can always transition to this one here. It's safer, 4,000. Another gold deposit in the water a little bit. Wet gold. I suppose it helps you clean it up before you can refine it. It's not like it's wet sheep. Oh, there's a fourth and fifth dock for the Holy Roman Empire player. Right now, the Mongol player has 27 villagers on wood. The Holy Roman Empire player does have 24. We do have one improved wood collection technology, improving his wood collection rate by 7.5. And he is going for improved gold collection as well. When it comes to trade, this is the trader right there, so maybe we'll set up some long-distance trade from over here. Shore bombardment coming on forward by the Mongol player. Does get a villager there, but there is the naval defensive arrow on this structure, which will help cover this strait right here from being bypassed. Always provide some attrition damage. The con here, honestly, it's not uncommon. What I usually do on naval maps, once I'm done scouting out the primary island, the con, I sometimes just throw the con inside the town center to get an extra arrow firing just in case. The con's not going to do much. Hell, both sides should probably just delete their scouts. Increase the population. I suppose Mongol doesn't worry about that at the moment. He is really eyeing for those fishing boats. Got some good damage onto them, but I don't think he may get one kill. May have fallen back. He's doing a good job of focus firing into this arrow ship here. He does have the +1 pierce damage right here, so the Mongol player knows that the pierce damage does improve the arrow ships, greatly increasing damage output. And this arrow ship does escape out of there. It has the 11 tower range, 35 damage, so one more arrow would have killed him off. Reganig's Cathedral not being blown a few. Then you can get access to some very powerful naval technologies, which does cost quite a bit of gold. Airships, in my opinion, do reign supreme in Feudal Age, while Springgold ships do reign supreme in Castle Age. Most people then go for Mass Warship. I need to double check compare Warship to Springgold ships and see how cost effective the two. Sacred sites are split out. I have seen sometimes where both sacred sites on the same island, and then it be a great way to dogpile onto it. Good hits there. He does have piracy both, so he just got a cool 100 resources there. Maybe 150 resources. Did lose a archer ship there, but while it didn't technically pay for itself right there, the economic damage in return probably did pay for itself. And does get another sniper there. Good hit there. Springgold ship Yeah, he may just want to decide to run. No arrow slit here, but we know there's an arrow slit here, so he will likely get picked off right there. He's one shot away from death. He is going to be, he's good as dead. He may just want to try to throw it down the corner. Notice an arrow slit right here. Throwing down the corner could allow him to potentially circle back around and engage again. Both players advance to the Castle Age. We do have the Step for Doubt, an excellent landmark, improves the drop-off gold rate, allowing him to make his gold on his island last 50% longer. The Step for Doubt, maybe one of the better landmarks in naval maps. I think Mongols are a little bit of a weaker civilization, in my opinion, when it comes to overall most situations. But in Navy, they do very well in Navy. Holy Roman Empire player can throw that relic inside of this outpost there. Does get that one picked off. Has another prelate here. He doesn't have to get the relics back home. He just has to get them in a nearby outpost or monastery. Outposts work just fine. No upgrades on this outpost. He does have 7 villagers there. Good number of them wounded. Mass archer ship here. Get some good damage here. He has... I'm not sure what naval technology he has. The Holy Empire play has no additional fancy technologies. He now has access to H4, so he does have access to the Karak, the warship. We do have a Karak being put on the field. Going mass Karak is quite effective, though it does do less. It's less effective for this fire ship. Fire ships still counter to them. So I do need to sit down and compare Spring Gold ships to Karaks. Spring Gold ships, however, they don't get bonus damage to warships. Good damage. Ooh, really good damage on those villagers. Big volleys there, but only gets... got 3. That's actually a still decent amount. Going for more Storm Bombard there, getting some more villagers. Very, very good. And all those villagers do go down. Does spot the Karak there. The White Stupa not being pulled on the field. An excellent landmark on Navy maps. Getting additional 240 stone per minute for all your advanced research is very handy indeed. And you need a lot less advanced research as well. Ooh. These fishing boats. He haven't got any of the increased Pierce armor, so these arrow ships over on Annihilate them can do up to 40 damage per volley. Does go down there, got some good damage, that's for sure. And oh, there's another arrow ship here, not being properly controlled. The player's now on H4. We got some now, the Bao Chuans, the heavy junks. When it comes to civilian population, we got 72 versus 81. We do have a keep here. And he may be eyeing for a Sacred Site victory. However, the local doggo is stopping Orange from capturing the Sacred Site. So these wolves are aiding the Mongols. Blue probably won't go for any relics. And now he has fine opportunity there to capture the Sacred Site. He needs to interrupt that, because soon there will be a countdown against him. And we do also got the fire arrow and the increased shipwright hull and the increased arrow fire. He's not going for all the research. Apparently, warships can one-shot. You see 6 weapons here. 3 is for one side, 3 is for another side. They probably share the same parent weapon as well, and I don't think you can just get both broadside attacks off. But don't quote me on that. Does light that ship ablaze. And these ships will start slowly decreasing, though. Oh wait. The health regen out of combat research. He has not gotten. Could counteract that. I do not know the how that affects each other. They do, of course, eventually set themselves out. Now I do have a good number of warships here. 7 on the field for the Mongols, 5 on the way. 8 on the field for Roman Empire player, 4 more on the way. Now we're going to see a big naval battle here. Got 4 Carracks versus 4 Carracks. However, Orange is a bit weaker. He's getting some health regen here. Thinks this nearby dock. Blue may went back on off. There's too many ships here. He is getting some good damage on the dock. The broadside does do bone sandwiches buildings. And now we're seeing quite a bit of damage there. Some skies are a bit wounded. Not sure how much the health regen plays a role, but may allow them to absorb additional volley. That now goes down. Warship now hitting these other fishing boats. Warship is moving for the engaged warship. I wonder, do we see... I think we only see the first naval technology. Yeah, we don't see shipwrights for the Ottoman Empire player. So you can see these Carracks have 840 health. These have 1,008. Right now the Mongols' warships are higher quality. Step Verdal is probably playing a big role in that. Getting all the extra gold. He does need to start eyeing to decapture the Sigurd side. He is starting to pull out some outposts and keeps here. He can't neglect the Sigurd side victory, that's for sure. He's able to land there and provide a shore bomber to get that one decaptured, that's for sure. It is not Age of Empires 3 where you can pull out ships to pull out units. Only Ottomans can do that. Let's get a good broadside there. We do have a couple springboard ships in the mix. Springboard ships do have a decent amount of health compared to the... Okay, they both have... Alright, yeah. He has all the research there. More warships now advance along the flank of the Ottoman Empire player. The Mongol warships here may just need to fall back and heal up. They're way outgunned. The Mongol player has 17 warships in the field. The Ottoman Empire has 14. I wonder if he has on the raid bounty research. The Mongol player. Now that side's gone for all the economic techs. In fact, the Ottoman Empire player only has 1 level wood. The Mongol player has 2 levels of improved wood, which means he has 3 levels of wood. And a little bit extra gold collection as well. Another round of warships here, but it needs to not send them one at a time. The Mongol warships here being picked off one at a time as well. The large number of Roman power ships are very damaged, and there could have been some times where he could have got some health regen off, which could be useful. The Mongol fleet is being annihilated. He is splitting up his forces a little bit too much. They're getting picked off one at a time. Orange ship's getting some good repairs here, and he has not handled the Sigurd side victory, which has 5 minutes remaining, and he's having trouble with naval superiority. He's going for a number of Keshiks. He's eyeing for a landing party. There are just veteran Keshiks. And he is going for improved torch damage, which will be useful. You may want to get out some spring golds to go along with them. Spring golds are the count of the ships. And they will outrange all ships. The warship has a range of 9. A regular spring gold, unupgraded spring gold, has a range of 10. An upgraded spring gold has a range of 12. And the improved spring golds for the Mongols have a range of 12.5. He's starting to get picked off on that time again. Does get some good broadsides here. May take out some of these backline Carracks. Fire ships could push their way forward. They can be focused down, of course. 45 times 3. So it takes 2 volleys to take out a explosive junk. I wonder what research he has on them. Now get 1. I think he only has no upgrades on them. I did not get any hits there. Got some Keshiks here. He needs a landing ship. He is at pop cap. Okay, you got a landing ship there. He has 4 minutes remaining. He has a good number of fire ships in the field. And he does have 1 level upgrade, which improves their explosive radius. The next one improves the damage. Just want to make the way forward. Does get a couple more ships there. 12 warships versus 18 with a good number of fire ships in support. Here comes a transport ship with a handful of Keshiks. There's still more available. The keep is here. All he needs to do is stockpile the point. If he gets decaptured, I think there's enough of, if he gets hold mode, I think there's enough of them to decapture the point. Now it's going to hit some of the resources on the map. And, oh, these warships haven't been paying attention. Starting to use the Mongol fishing line. Fire ship here will get a good hit. Sacred Sight got a Spring Gold emplacement as well. You may not be able to dogpile on that Sacred Sight. You will be able to dig up the dogpile on this one. It's out of range of everything. Another fire ship gets a good hit there. Another warship being floated up without swap down. Two-siding fire ships would be better. Warships do siege damage just little, so they will do full damage to Spring Golds and buildings. And keeps do outrange ships as well. At least not necessarily arrows, but the Spring Gold placement and the cannon placement. These Keshiks push way forward. Wololo does get the stop there, which also means there's no relic inside or the keep. On top of the point, no fortified outpost there, so they will see full torch damage, the full upgraded 20, and I don't think it's improved torches. And the villagers are there, another wave of Keshiks that should allow him to decapture Sacred Sight, that's good. Mongol has plenty of civilians at the moment, so now he can take time to torch down some of that infrastructure. These warships are being whittled down, they're very, very wounded. Got a handful of Mongol warships here, picking off of these ones individually, that's good. Right now he has 8 warships versus 19. 5 fire ships as well, and it's a good number of these guys are wounded. This warship could pick off a couple. He really should go for health regen. Oh, this may be a little bit overkill. Hopefully only one blows up. Yes. And now the keep. Oh, it is and actually slightly in range of these warships. And these warships, he really needs. Okay, he did get the health regen. Good. 2 health regen is not a lot, but it would be useful. Got a big fleet here. 6 warships remaining versus 9 severely battered crews. He may just want to get these back to dock and get healed up. They just try to save them best he can. There's a couple docks here to put a formation move there in order to get them repaired up. It may not be worth it sending fishing boats to get them repaired up, but still be handy to sort of stand at least one more extra volley. Orange has a massive concave here. Blue is Navy is trying to go down. The fire ship's now creeping their way forward. A couple of them are going down. The con has been killed. The fire ships are splitting up. There's a great split there by Orange, but that also means he's not firing. He's taking off or firing less. And a number of those warships have gone down. Orange down to 15. Blue only has 5. He's able to pick off some while these individual warships. Another round of fire ships. It actually did a shot onto the fishing boats. It's juicy, but maybe better to go for the warships. Got a good hit on the fishing boats at least. Another fire ship advances up forward. Does get another warship there. And there's a good hit there, but again, he sinks. 2 warships now remain from Mongols. All the fishing boats do go down there, so now their civilian count is the same. Red's navy or Orange's navy has been gutted. Blue's navy is non-existent. More hits there. That's a full health one. Right now, the Mongol player has a lot of wood and gold stored up. Oh. While the Holy Empire player has good enough food and gold, he doesn't have the wood. There's some decent amount of wood still left on the side of the map. He may need to get out more villagers, which he's not building. Okay, there's a big round keeping foot up there. That makes sense. And it's probably very hard for the Mongol player to realize that he's in a good position right now. His military is small, but his opponent, and with our cast division, we know that his economy is great. I think it's the extra research, the improved research pulling it on the collect up quicker button. Speaking of which, okay, there's plenty of wood right there. Some sporadic trees here and there. But there's still a massive wood deposit here. If Orange's able to deny that, that could be good, but at this point in time, they're just trying to kill each other's navy. Here comes a massive wave of fire ships. He's trying to run away. And those fire ships weren't that great, honestly. 7 fire warships versus 12. More fire ships just been shooting on in. Good number of warships are quite wounded. Fire ships taking volleys there. And those warships are able to find some good folks firing there, but it's on a full health ship, not a wounded ship. He's unable to pick off any wounded ships there. More fire ships being pulled on out. The Mongol player has a lot of stone. Can't find an option to utilize it. Good amount of villagers going down there. You don't get ×2 ships. Trying to think what would be a good item for. Oh, the Mongol player could have gone for explosives. Maybe some bonus damage from what? A little less than 400 up to nearly 600. That will actually allow him to 2-shot the warships rather than just 3-shot them. So that may be an oversight there, but right now he's spending the rest of his economy. There's going to be a massive hit there. And that one, he mainly detonated there, it looks like. Got 7 warships versus 9. Piracy is being very effective. He has very little resources remaining, barring stone. And looks like Blue's island's out of gold now. Orange is out of gold as well. So he has 9 gold collections somewhere. Look, there's still some here. Orange has 5 relics. Blue has 2. Okay, there's currently 7 relics on this map. Now he's trying to bring out some arrow ships, which he had all the research for them, so it's actually a relatively good transition. No fishing technology for the Mongols. Fishing technologies for the Holy Roman Empire player. Warships do have a large amount of pierce armor, so aeroships are not going to be effective versus them. He may want to eye for the Sigurd side here. It's a little bit more exposed. Orange trying to pull out some outposts here. Does have the stone upgrade for them. He has plenty of stone, so he can get a large number of springbolt upgrades. Or cannon upgrades. He could actually try for ×2 springbolts. Fortified outpost does get interrupted. That's what the Mongol stone outpost looks like. And that's what the Mongol player does back of the game there. And, well, that's Anna Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Good way to start off the day. A nice, good naval combat. Well, 13. 33. Did I do this one? Nope. I don't think I'll be doing this one. Because usually if I hit download, even though it's 2 megabytes, seems like there's a big delay, and I was really thinking about it. Could do this one. Yeah, it's a little bit short. Let's just find another player. Last online 1 day ago. Hidden. Last online 3 days ago. $11, 14, 25. That's a temp file. I don't think I can download that one. Here we go. 33. Bring up Rumble so I can see any comments to pull up there. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age Powers 4 replay. On the south side as the Blue English, we have Vortex, who's immediately going for the Forest Puppers. On the north side as the Orange Roos, we have Buddhist, with a capital 1. Let's see now, economic benefits. The English has a very powerful economic benefit in the form of their farming-based economy. Their farms are half price, the mills improve the nearby gathering of farms, and he's able to utilize these deer in the meantime. The Roos do have some unique economic benefits through their whole trade bounty system. The trade bounty system allows them to get gold for every wildlife they kill, barring sheeple. They also get additional gold generation there. Oh, that is traversable. If you look at the minimap, that is very little traversable there. They get gold generation from the hunting cabins. They get extra food collection of more bounties and more gold collection with the bounties, and increased wood drop off with their wooden fortresses. He does have a hunting cabin there, providing a very small amount of gold income at the moment. I wonder if that's enough to force age up. Either way, he does have the 75 bounty there. When it comes to unique units in this age, the English has 2 unique units. They have the Longbowman, a powerful archer that has +2 range, +1 damage for a very small amount more, costs more, at 10 additional wood, or in other words, 12.5 additional resources. And they do also have access to one of the most powerful Feudal Age units in the entire game, the Feudal Age Man at Arms. The Roos do have access to 1 unique unit in the next age, and that will be the Early Knight. We do have the Kremlin now going on out. There's also providing good defensive position there, not only to collect this gold, but also provide the increased wood drop off of this lumber camp, and provide some excellent defensive capability. Was a Roos player? Yeah, okay. They actually didn't find those deer until now. And they're actually very bunched up, so that's a pretty safe spot to put another town center there. Or a wooden fortress. We do have the Council Hall being pulled on now the field, which is a ×2 archery range. Nice and simple, but yet very good. More wolves going down. He has his 250 trade bounty. And now he has 290. Can we off both war will give you 150, so if he finds 3 more wolves, he will be able to get tier 3 trade bounty without the need of the high trade house. Both players now advance next age. We do have an early knight being employed on now on the field. And it looks like blue is eyeing for additional town center. Longbowman now being put on the field. Scout does spot it. And the early knight or horseman will be useful versus these archers. Early Knight does get a good charge back there, and the English player will lose a scout. Or at least one of them. His other scouts receiving fire from the Kremlin. And now his opponent's scouts are trying to shank him. Archers moving over here. This area is not traversable by foot, at least at the moment. And if you took a look at the map, this map seems like has a large number more trees than normal. You can see the 4 deposits for the Rus player, 3 of them in the back, 1 in the middle. The English has a imagine more of a square, or a trapezoid in this case. We've got 2 here and 2 here, and a couple small ones here, but there's a large number of small ones here and here. Those are the Rus player has more wood on the side of the map. This area is very open, this side of the map, if you look at the mini-map, while this side is very, very congested. Good for trade, but neither Rus players and the English don't generally go for trade. The English have access enclosures, and the gold generation and hunting cabins later on can be quite decent. Good for supplementary income, not great, but decent. And now he's going to be taking out the boar there. This scout does take some hits. Boar is very stubborn. Longbowmen do find some hits there on these villagers. The wounded villager does dance around. And this second town center will go up. Both players now have a second town center. We do have a second town center way over here, clocking up next to the deer. And has some berries nearby. Both of them are pretty lean when it comes to fats. Berries are good diet food, and so is deer. Bison is also not half bad meat if you want something a little bit less fattening than cow. Of course, not everybody can eat buffalo. It's been over a decade since I last had buffalo. Had a nice buffalo steak at it was a Bass Pro Shop. You know, one of those larger Bass Pro Shop buildings that are like looking like it's made entirely out of wood. Man, now can you go for a bison burger? Scouts damage against boar are not great. You need professional scouts before they get any bonus damage to boar. And this boar does go down. He's killed off both boar. He's actually very close to this town center here. He's up to 440, but I don't think there's enough wolves on the map for him to kill off to get up to 500. But he made significant progress in tier 3, and he'll actually a pretty good area for the high trade house as well. Blue probably does have this area spotted a little bit.
Слушай наказ, Нов. Напрежь поскору. Сделано будет.
We do have 11 villagers here, so one villager can't get inside the town center, barring this one that's already in there, so these villagers will likely go down here. That villager does get impaled. Going for an outpost there, probably just more villager storage. He's making good progress of aging up, since he's not deploying out any military units, not even spearmen. He may want to deploy out at least a handful of spearmen. He is definitely going to go for his castle age. We've got a handful of palisade walls over here, and back here. Oh. Let's see some of these villagers here. The outposts will be built. Does get impaled. I don't think any of those villagers go down, but these villagers on the far side of the town center may get picked off. And this one. He doesn't have any damage research, so these knights will only take 2 damage per arrow. If he gets any arrow research, he will be able to send 3 damage per arrow, which is significantly higher. Also, a handful of villagers there, or just 2 in total right now, so Blue's minimizing his villagers loss quite nicely. Oh, and looks like the rest of this deer is being cleaned up now. You may want to side for another hunting cabin over here next to the berries. Got berries over here on the far side of the forest is not good. Couple hardened spearmen here, but you need a decent of a hardened spearman to gauge knights. You generally want, I would say, at least 1-for-1 when it comes to spearmen against knights, but even then, that's still probably not enough. Now, do we have the King's Palace, which is going to act as a third town center here? I'm so surprised actually. The White Tower could act as another structure for building everything. But the White King's Palace does give him a third town center, which is going to be very handy. More spearmen being employed on out. Very nice. The Palace Gate has been breached. 4 spearmen is not enough versus these 8 knights. He will, a spear brace here will help him keep his villagers alive to get inside the King's Palace. Up along one will go down. Some crossbows would be handy at the moment as well, since fighting against knights. He still needs a lot more spearmen. He's actually doesn't have enough wood for spearmen. He's trying to go for more palisade walls here. A longbowman firing away up here. His scout does get spotted. This player has plenty of gold to age up. Nowhere near enough food. Needs another 2 minutes worth of food at least. Got the hardened spearman and veteran longbowman. At this point in time, probably not really need to go for veteran longbowman. Crossbows in this case would be better. But he is going for longbowman. Honeycam here is providing 23 gold per minute. You now have some more roots. Archers being put on field, so the longbowman will be useful in picking up archers. And Blue's trying to push forward to grab some relics. He does have one at the moment. We do have more farms not being employed by the Roos. The English hasn't employed any farms out just yet. Picking up these various berries. He doesn't really have enough wood for it. He needs more wood for spearmen. He's also going for a good amount of longbows. Right now, the military force is 27 versus 21, but severely in favor in quality versus Roos player. But however, the English does have higher quality in upgrades. Also getting armor clad, that would be useful versus opponent's archers. Mixing in a couple man arms wouldn't be half bad. They won't be great versus knights, but they will be good versus basically everything else. 10 charges of militia now can be called in, aka 20 militia. More palisade walls going up here, just trying to help secure his flanks. There's a decent wood deposit down here and a stone. Both would be useful in the future. And this is the English only gold deposit he has access to at the moment, so we will need to start pushing forward on the map to collect some more gold. And there's some good gold deposit here and a stone deposit. Maybe there's enough stone there. No, stone is keep is 900, not 800. He could always buy a little bit. He just needs a little bit more stone and perhaps some BI to get a keep here to help him get a good supply of gold and stone. And now do have the high trade house being employed out right there. Can't say which spot would be best. Maybe putting it more around there would be better. Also be closer to the berries so we can collect those up and use the high trade as a drop off point.
Лучник готов.
Relic number 3 on its way back for the English.
Идти надо на помалу. Что есть
4
нового?
is potentially right here, and number 5 is way up there. Blue may or may not have been able to scout that one out earlier. His scout went down there, and I don't know if he actually went up here, so he may not be aware of it. There's a chance he knows about this one here. Let's take a look, see what the Fog of War says. This is what the Roost player knows of. He actually knows very little gold on the map. He missed all the gold. Is there a gold deposit right there? Or maybe there's a... No, the gold should be here and here, so maybe it's just be a bug in the replay. And let's see what the English player has seen. Yep, he has seen that relic, and he's making his way over a relic over here. It's just how the replay system sort of works. And there's also nasty choke points here. So both players will have a real hard time moving the center of the map. Because you got a choke point here, a even worse choke point here, and a decent choke point here, and this is all the widest choke point right there. Of course, the right side of the map is just open, and there's a decent amount of opening right over here as well. Blue Scout will be impaled. He found the enemy army. One unfortunately not going on up.
Надобно топать.
And Blue's Hind collected that gold as well. Trying to go through this wall segment there. Does take a bit of damage. Does get some decent damage here. Something engage. Spearman getting overrun by the Roost archers. And looks like the Roost Knights are able to push their way through. The archers were just too much of a counter to the Blue Spearmen. If the Blue Spearmen, if the archers weren't there, Blue could have held out there, but they weren't, and there's still no crossbows here. Falls on one side of the wall segment there. It does find some good hits there on those archers as they start falling back. He could try some palings around these berry bushes.
Сейчас.
The English player has a massive gold reserve, has not been deploying out any gold-based units, just only some upgrades. The town bells are ringing. Blue starts abandoning this region. There's nothing here that would say that he has to stay in this region, though there's still a boar actually down right there, which he didn't realize he could. It's dead right there. He could have collected for a quick 2,000 food, or not so quick 2,000 food. Be better than cleaning up all those berries, that's for sure. Good number of mills not going up here. Very nice. No archers in this area at the moment, so the Spearman could get some good work done. Spearman now advancing way forward. The Sons of Blue go down. He still has a Spear number of villagers at the moment, and he still has a King's Possible, so he's still 2 villager queues versus 2 villager queues. And they collect the stone now and rebuilding these palisade walls. He may want to advance too far forward if the Spearman needs. There's simply not enough Spearmen to engage the archers. There's a monk over there, currently idle. Blue Spearman now getting ripped apart. And does get some good kills there on a couple of knights, but will lose the rest of those Spearmen. We do now have the Berkshire Castle not being pulled in the field. And I mentioned before him building a keep in this region. The Berkshire Castle will be just as fine. I hope I'm really locked down this flank. Does go ahead and ghost out those walls, but it does get torched down.
Отправляемся куда
Now
наказано.
got age 4 for the English player. He's got a good amount of gold and food at the moment. And cannons could be a possibility, or crossbows.
Живу службы ради. Отправляемся куда велено есть.
Let's get some good damage there. Warrior Monk took some hits. There's 2 exposed relics here now. Blue's picked up a 4th relic. And the 5th relic's still up north. Elite Longbowman research on the way. Does find some hits there onto some of these retreating archers. Now then closure technology, something you should get out as soon as you can when you get to age 4. Now you have the very rare Spratskaya tower now being put on the field, which is a keep with twice amount of help, has all the weapon upgrades, and make nearby structures, or no, allows you to construct stone walls and towers. Which he could use that to help secure his flanks. The tower is seeing some Berkshire Castle fire. The spearmen do get drawn away. Now got the tower now up. Will slowly be sieged down by the Berkshire Castle. Well, thanks to its twice health, it will take a significant amount of time. It may be a good idea for Blue to actually put an outpost up here. In Age of Empires 4, there's no combat bonuses when it comes to high ground, low ground. However, there's sight bonuses when it comes to high ground, low ground. An outpost right here basically allow them to see the majority of the map. A majority this way at least. Which could allow them to get good spotting of the Berkshire Castle. And start just whittling this down. They can start garrisoning the Berkshire Castle, get additional arrows firing at absurd range. Berries and deer both being collected up, but they're both being finished off now. That's actually a deer way over there. How? Oh, from the High Trade House, that's how. Blue does have a keep over here as well, along the collectible gold deposit. There's 4 gold deposits now in the Sphere of Influence. Over here, we've got 4 as well. This map is just split down thanks to this wood, and now looks like we got a lumber camp here. May want to go for wooden fortress as well to improve the wood drop-off, as potentially by some good defensive garrisons. Blue's now eyeing for a line of stone walls. Had not picked up that stone deposit there. Trebuchet in range of the Berkshire Castle. Those can outrange the Berkshire Castle. Taking some chip damage there. Spearmen do find some of these villagers and longbowmen as well. He does not appear to have elite army tactics yet. He's going for elite man-at-arms and the incendiary arrows. The trebuchet needs some repairs, so does the Berkshire Castle. Handful of villagers trying to repair up the trebuchet now. A couple of Streltsy here. Longbowmen a good item versus them. Now do we have the elite army tactics for the English player now. The English player has a good amount of food and gold at the moment. He's at full 200 population. This player does not have full population there. We have now the arrow volley there, giving him 6 seconds of attack time reduced by 1 second per second. Which it does increase attack speed quite a bit. Right now their damage output is 14, which is significant. Able to punch the armor of the elite knights a bit easier, which they don't appear to. They do have Warriors Fortitude, but not the biology research. You got man-arms for the resupply not being researched. Knights having trouble staying alive near these elite longbowmen. And now the Berkshire Castle sees quite a bit of damage there, getting nailed by those trebuchets. Berkshire Castle will have to go down with all the villagers around it. Knights get picked up off. The Risk player is now expending all of his spirit gold. He's going to get them a Schultz here. He does delete some of his walls there so he can get out his longbowmen. He does have the full axes there, increasing damage output of these elite knights by 4. Or is it by 5? 1 to 2. A couple villagers even throwing some arrows as well. They do benefit from ranged attacks, but they don't benefit from incendiary arrows. Or elite man-arms before the field, they do have 8 armor, like the elite knights. We now have the arrow volley research, or being floated out. Man-arms do get a good flank down these archers. These archers have 9 damage, these man-arms have 10 armor. So these archers doing 1 damage each. Got the longbowman fire faster ability. Yeah, it puts them their attack speed, what was that? 0.6? Absurd. And now orange game forced them back. He ran out of steam. And the longbowman will still be useful versus the archers versus the Schultz, and will still put decent pulls in man-arms. They're a good generalist unit at this moment in time. You got a mix of spearmen and men-at-arms engaging these knights. Longbowmen do a good job focusing down these high-value units in the back. And the lower value archers. Orange's front line starting to get disintegrated. Looks like just some man-at-arms. Now finding man-at-arms, a couple of knights mixed on in. Looks like there's still a couple spearmen left as well. Both sides are basically losing their front line. Orange is losing quite a bit of units. He's having trouble remaxing. In fact, he has 18 military units versus 71. He has a lot of wood. More mangonels would probably be a good item at this moment. He does have one mangonel in the build queue. Going for chemistry now. As a spoiled oil. Let's get arrow research here. Pritzker Tower now starting to fire away. Trebuchets just off retreating. Now there's the arrow baller over there. Man-arms trying to rush down that mangonel. Being regretted by some villagers. We'll see who will save the mangonel. That was a bit closer than I would expect there. Baron's trying to clean through the Skritskaya tower. The tower will get both all of the oil research before going down, I believe. Oh, there's a whole bunch of villagers on the inside there. I didn't realize it was all stacked in one spot. Villagers now trying to torch down these batter rams. There's good amount of infrastructure here. He does not want to lose. He's doing a good job on hitting those batter rams, but those villagers are a little exposed there, forcing the archers back a little bit. Thanks to the knights charging the way forward. A couple of spearmen mixed on in. Orange villagers now just idle there. There's actually a good number of idle orange villagers. There's actually a large number of orange villagers right here. Not sure where these villagers are going at the moment. Yep, that's a good number of orange villagers will be going down right there. That's being a bit stupid. Orange now down to 97 villages. One is 136. Looks like this gold deposit surrounded. Looks like captured by blue here. And arms turn over on the trebuchets. One will go down. Gold deposit almost completely claimed. Those are captured by every single secret site now. And orange's villagers now trying to torch down some of these battering rams. Orange has lost quite a bit of infrastructure here. It's still at 116, 150 population. He had trouble remaxing. Well, his opponent has a massive reserve of all resources. This game looks like it's go handily in favor towards the English. There's also a battering ram there, but these knights will be picked off. The more forces there, these villagers may go down. It looks like no, there's a stable here, but I don't know. The orange has almost every single villager idle. 57 out of 89 villagers are currently idle, which means most of his villagers are not cooking up any sort of income. They may be at a point where they're chatting, since I don't see chats during the replay. They may be chatting right now. Yep, it looks like orange does back of the game now. It's Adam Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. We did this one. I think that's the one I just did. I'll just keep that one in mind. 22 is a little bit shorter. $23. That could be another one. Let's just do this other one right here, and then we do the 23-minute one. Greetings everyone, and great here. I don't know why my mind just drew a blank. Here we are with another HMR Powers 4 replay. Okay, my mind is just drawing a big blank. Ugh, sorry about that. So on top left side is the blue Malians, who have Vortex. While on the bottom right side is the red Chinese, who have Wulu. When it comes to economic benefits, the Chinese do have access to the Imperial Official, as well as some Dynasty stuff. The Imperial Official does improve your drop-off rates by 20%. Oh, this is not very good ear sniping there. He scouted them quite bad. I think it would have been better if just let the deers get killed off one at a time and let the villagers do it. The Imperial Official allows them to improve drop-off rates by 20%, as well as get some taxable income and improve production rates. Well, the Malians do have access to the mining pit and cattle ranches, as well as the tool outpost. The mining pit does, of course, provide some free gold, and can take that free gold and turn to free food with the cows. When it comes to unique units, the Chinese have access to one unique unit in the next age, feudal age, and that would be the Zunchnu, a crossbow variant that's good versus the lightly armored units. While the Malians have almost the entire roster unique, barring the archer and their siege weapons. So, usual composition for the Chinese player is usually something involving going around Zunchnus. The Zunchnu probably going to be escorted by spearmen and or horsemen. Against the Zunchnus, the Malian player can pull out some javelin throwers, a good anti-archer unit. Ooh, the Saren trade network being pulled on the field. That's the rare of the two landmarks. This map is good for trade. You got a nice backline here. The Saren trade network. It is a tool outpost, comes upgraded with the Aerosus technology research, and makes it so that your gold taxes also buy 50% food on this landmark, and 25 or 100% food taxable income on this landmark, and 50% food on other tool outposts. So it will basically improve your each tax is what, 8%, right? Arctic in the Sun being aggressively poured on out. So with 4 rounds of taxes, that does, or is it 4%? Is it 8%? 8%. So with 5 up to 5 taxable, that will be additional 40% gold with additional 50% food with 1 additional 100% food. So let's just say that's 4 times 6 is 48. Your traders are approximately 88% more efficient with when they're fully taxed. That is quite significant. Ford house there, just simply get the housing going. He does not have a lot of wood at the moment. He may want to go down here, get a lumber camp going or something. He's trying to steal a bit of stone here. Arctic Sun has been put on the field. It can be easily dealt with a single battering ram. Chinese player does not have enough wood for a mining camp at the moment. He may just try to get a load of stone before falling back, or maybe he is trying to push forward. You have stable here. Stable will allow him to pull out scouts and sofas. Scouts can be upgraded to warrior scouts, which do not have bonus damage like horsemen against ranged, but they do retain the anti-siege bonus damage. I'm just maybe I just go for warrior scouts to harass his opponent, or sofas. Sofas, of course, are cheaper, or a cheap heavy cav. He's trying to go for the. Then he is going for warrior scouts. Okay, looks like he's going to apply aggression to his opponent. He's letting back up still in the front line. The Bardic and the Sun can support up to 8 villagers. There's only 6 here. The house can take a bit of a beating. It'll take 500 bullets to take it down. Another mining pit has been pulled out over here. And he knows the Bardic and the Sun's now in the front line. Well, not front line, inside his own base, which means he knows where it's not at, and it'll be in his opponent's base. Let's spot this mining pit here. We do see horsemen being pulled out by the Chinese. We've got 3 warrior scouts on the field. Got some doggies, which is a slang term for cows. Cowboy slang term. And now with the warrior scouts engaging the scout, they do retain their anti-scout damage. Move at 0.75, move at 0.62. Warrior scouts are faster than regular scouts. Regular horsemen are move at 1.88. And warrior scouts have really, really high health regen. So the one that was getting hit has already been almost fully healed. There's horsemen, of course, higher quality, but I think the warrior scout should be. Oh, he found an opening with a wounded one charged forward and kicked him off quickly. This warrior scout doesn't need to be out of combat for long. He'll get healed up. He could try to focus on that spearman. Warrior scouts do have same max health or less max health than regular horsemen. Picks off that single scout there. Doing a good job dancing guys around. This one needs to fall back. It'll take about a minute before that guy gets fully healed up, which is actually not too long. Takes over a minute to get to the next combat zone, so by the time next big engagement, he will be at full health. And also tool outpost of here, clean up this gold deposit since this one is a bit more difficult. Warrior scouts have to be very careful. They're a little bit fragile. Does save that warrior scout, and he's trying to be picking off these spearmen one at a time. Very good. Ball post getting some damage here. Oh, something inside note as well. Warrior scouts don't have any inherent pierce armor like horsemen, and when they get upgraded to veteran warrior scouts, then they do get bonus damage versus ranged units. This is both their players' entire armies. Warrior scouts are much more healthy, designed for some raid. This could be a good possibility here. Warrior Scout's damage is all not too great, and he's almost claimed all the stone here, which is actually more or less a bad thing of the Chinese player. That means these 6 villagers are claiming stone, which he's not going to be immediately using. This basically means he's down 6 villagers right now in a weird twist of events, because he can't utilize a stone unless he pulls out market and sells it, which may be not a bad idea. More spearmen now being pulled up with a Chinese player now. Does find these, and since the deer have been scattered up quite a bit, he's able to find some of these villagers. He does pick off the villager there, very good. And now we've got the Farmbia Garrison being blown on the field. The Farmbia Garrison has sort of been fallen out of style a little bit, but allows you to pull out units in groups of 5, where their cost is entirely converted to gold and have a discount on that said gold. 10% is not a large amount, but it does also mean it is cost efficient. You could really focus your economy just on gold. It's all infantry units, no cavalry though. These war scouts doing a good job of dancing around. And now we do have the astronomical clock tower being put on the field. This game's going to get really messy really quick. That means there's going to be a forward clock tower battering rams here. Stone has 2 stone remaining. Is going for some Mosavadi warriors. The researcher not entirely converted to gold. That'd be interesting. What do you think about making the Farmbia Garrison, the upgrades get converted into gold and get a discount on that? The Malian player needs to get out siege engineers or to pull out a siege workshop and get out some battering rams, because now there's going to be a forward keep in his base, and so that stone collection is now being utilized. He needs to get out battering rams. We got a good number of Mosavadi warriors here. They're not upgraded at the moment. He's going for veteran warrior scout research now. So now they get bonus emphasis range, but they will not get any pierce armor for any of their upgrades. Oh, the damage also increases 9. Pretty sure their previous damage was 7, so they get 2 additional damage versus just 1. Doing a good job, but these war scouts may just want to fall back this moment in time. Siege engineers not being researched for the Malian player. He does have a good number of Mosavadi warriors to blow out those battering rams. Mosavadi warriors will generally be good. Oh, that's a clock tower counter trebuchet. I thought we were going to see clock tower battering ram. Most spotty warriors actually pushing the way forward. Some do get spotted. Most spotty warriors do move the same speed as palace guards, and they are countered to palace guards. Looks like the... I'm trying to figure out... Oh, I heard a Spring Gold. Maybe a... Oh, Spring Gold upgrade on a Bardic in the Sun. Looks like the Siege Workshop is getting hit. He does have Siege Engineers, so these most spotty warriors may want to take kind of a bit of battering ram. Most spotty warriors do find a good opportunity on these villagers. He also did buy a bit of wood there. Trebuchet has been deployed on the field. Most spotty warriors come push forward to save it. And Stable has, or the Siege Workshop has gone down. Got 2 clock tower trebuchets here. And a clock tower Spring Ball being deployed on the field. He has a good number of mining pits over here. And all 3 of his landmarks right there. If he loses all 3, he will lose the game. As you guys just lost the game. And we do see some Donzo being put on the field. Regular Donzo, not even hardened Donzo. The spotty warriors now roaming around to do... Crossbows are not a good idea. Most spotty warriors are not heavy, but they're light. Zinchnoos or actually archers would be best since they will get the bonus damage just light melee. Like spearmen. Like versus spearmen. Oh, looks like the trebuchet over here has gone down. Got a lance that looks like it went down there. Chinese Spinal has siege weapons on the field. And I still say he should try pulling out some battering rams. I'm a bit more biased towards battering rams, as they're dirt cheap and they're pretty good. You can always try overrunning individual Spring Golds like this infantry units. He does have 2 Spring Golds on the field, very good. He's trying to go for the win right now. He's solely just focusing on siege weapons. Spring Golds push back forward. They can stand quite a bit of damage from these structures. Spring Gold placement doesn't do bonus damage versus siege weapons. Does 40 base damage. Ooh, but the hand cannoneer emplacement does do some decent damage. It's 25 damage per shot, and he says 20 pierce armor, so that does 15 damage per volley. And a decent attack speed. We have another trebuchet on the build queue. The spotted warriors here could re-engage on these villagers. Both sides have Spring Golds engaging. Has this house still not gotten down? I guess it hasn't. Oh. Red is now low on food. There's some berries from the collect up that will be quickly consumed by all these villagers, and he spots those uncamouflaged spotty warriors there. Red's keep the same, taking a bit of beating there. Red, blue is now out of wood. Has decent ground force of infantry. Volume right now has no food income, very little food income. The spotty warriors will find these villagers. It looks like they are going to stand and fight. If he's just going to try to go for the kill on those landmarks, he may want to eye for more wood and gold rather than collecting up berries. Lancer does find an opportunity there onto these villagers. No pierce armor research, so made the total outpost in 10. Now I've got these ground forces here overrunning these siege weapons. And he may just want to run away with these ground forces. He's going to stand and fight. He does have 5 fire armor. The torch damage is 16, so 11 damage per torch. That's decent. Swing bow. Red's not eyeing for a keep over here. The keep is now set ablaze. And the keep does go down. Couple trebuchets here. The Chinese players are going to transition to the Lancer, so Donzos will be a good item. Most Body Warriors can be decent. They do get bonus damage versus heavy, but that's more of an anti-mana arms thing rather than an anti-lancer thing. The rest of these here are being cleaned up. There's some berries here, and berries way down over here. This mining pit is also starting to be torched down. Both sides of the villager count seems very low at this moment in time to me. Spring gold weapons gains some decent damage there on that Lancer. Red's keep does get deployed out here, and the Tola post will prevent Red from playing up this gold for the time being. Those villagers do get gunned down there. Waiting for a bit of wood there until this area gets more secure, or this area gets a bit more secure. Line of wood and walls here, just for safety reasons. Don't have to really worry about finishing the clock tower. She's carrying this up, unlikely. Boston does go down there. Arkansas could be next. This will be landmark 2 out of 3 being killed, so that just leaves the primary town center to go down. Blue right now has more village mode. Both sides have minimal economic techs, but of course Blue does have overall the better economy thanks to the mining pits. At least the 2 of them are currently up. Looks like that Lancer does go down. Not sure to what though. Maybe a battery ram being pulled out here. Just clean up this area. Horseman does go down. Oh yeah, I just realized something as well. That my estimate trade was way off. 5 times 8 is... yeah. Never mind. Yeah, 5 times 4 is 20, so it'll be 64% increase rather than 88. My math was just way off. I don't know why I just thought about that, which is still very significant. And now I've got a massive amount of battle rams here. All he needs to do is knock out the primary town center and he wins, and there's not a lot of mass in front of it. And he went a little bit overboard on wood collection, didn't he? No. His opponent has a handful of archers on the field and crossbows. And there should be enough battle rams over on his opponent. I don't think even pulling off all of his villagers can stop the battle rams. Most Fadi warriors and Donzo will get countered by these archers. But 13, this is simply not enough. Versus 40 of the Musfadi warriors and Donzos. So Blue is going to go for the win right now, and I think he will get it. Veteran Warrior Scout eats some hand cannoneer shots. War is being claimed up here. All the villagers being brought on off. And I'll say going for the villagers protecting the battery rams probably be best. He also makes sure the battery rams connect. Some of these battery rams are dancing away, but the 4 battery rams should be able to go to the town center. Villagers not being queued up, and there's also going to be some units over there for pathing, and that, that battery ram Trebuchet's also spawning as well. Yep, this is going to be game. And Red is back at the game now, or he was actually knocked out. Destroy all enemy landmarks, so he was actually knocked down. There's Andgrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Let's see. Was this one right here. But before I get started, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, and Gray here from another H-Powers 4 replay. Spawn on bottom right side as the magenta Chinese, we have Kill Jardy. Spawn on top left side as the blue Abbasid Dynasty, we have Vortex. When it comes to economic benefits, the Abbasid Dynasty does have one of the most powerful economic benefits. The Golden Age Tier 1, 50% gathering rate for all resources for just building 10 structures. The Chinese do have good robust economy, with through the Imperial Official, plus 20% drop-off rate on an individual point. So once you get enough of them as well, you should get a permanent plus 20% drop-off rate as well, a bit of taxable income. When it comes to unique units into the Feudal Age, we've also got the Zunchnu, a crossbow variant that's good versus lightly armored units. And for over here, the Abbasid Dynasty, we do have the Camel Archer, a mounted archer that has good base damage, bonus versus light melee, but overall generally not really worth it. We do now have the military wing going on up, which does give him access to 2 spearmen, 2 archers, as well as access to boot camp technology. Over here we do have the Imperial Academy now going on up, generating additional taxable income of nearby structures. Military wing will be given a nice little force to harass his opponent with, or use his defense force. While going to be a bit aggressive. Oh, I just realized something as well. Look at the map. See here, the map, center of the map has a lot of gold. One over there pretty safe for blue, but we've got 3 relatively safe for magenta over here. So magenta has a good expansion location there, plus some good stone here as well. So this would be a great expansion direction. Only wood down here, which will be useful, and a bit of stone. But overall, that's good expansion direction for magenta. It's now bringing up the Bardic Sun, which is actually a good defensive placement there, which will probably prevent this harassment from really doing serious damage. A Feltress here can get inside of the Bardic Sun immediately. He may try to snipe one of these villagers, but just simply selecting that one and falling back with it will be useful. All he needs to do. And he will actually skirt around. It's probably a good idea, so he can go around trying to hit the back line. Got all the sheep bopped back here because he wants to make sure he gets this area supervised by the mill. And I got the fresh food stuff being researched. Allows him to get a discount on his villagers. Does cost a bit up front to later on cost less. If you look up here, the absent player does have quite a bit of village on stone. Or just the one. He has a second town center already on the field. Chinese player has advanced to Song Dynasty, allow his villager production to be set down to 15 seconds from the base 20. So he has basically 1.25 town centers at the moment for his opponents soon to be 2. Well, archer hits there onto these archers. Local doggo getting some bites. Now the lumber camp, sheeple being led to victory and not the slaughter, right? Those Chinese archers were just forced back this army. If you call that army. Magenta Scout does take some hits there from Blue Scout. Spearman does go down there. Magenta may lose this archer. And there may be one archer going down for both sides. Yep. Couple more magenta archers push way forward. He actually may save this archer. 5 health. Nope. And these forces will now be pursued. These archers should be able to clean that up, no problem. Magenta Scout takes some hits there. Chinese one player only has... Oh, he has 19 villagers on stone. He is going to eye for a second town center. He has enough wood for it. And then some, honestly. He does spot a Abbasid horseman now. So the Chinese player may need to get out his own spearman. Local doggo will go down. Horseman does 9 damage, so it'll take 2 stabs from him to kill off the scout. And he won't be able to get won't be able to get inside the Bardic in the Sun. Or, no, he should be able to get in Bardic in the Sun. I'm thinking the wrong Age of Empires game. We can't garrison horses in some structures. Additional towns have not been plotted on field. I probably would have pushed a little bit closer to one of these resource stockpiles. And a little bit idle there. A little bit more than just a bit idle. Handful of palisade walls down there, nothing right here. Deer could still be claimed. Nishnu taking some shots here, but of course their pierce armor is at 2, so do 2 damage per arrow or 6 damage per volley, which is okay, but nothing too significant. Villager repairing up that palisade wall now, and now he's trying to collect up this wood. So the Abbasid player is trying to eye for some traders right now. Abbasid has probably one of the best trading economies in the entire game. Their traders do cost 33% less, 40 resources. Now if they go for the which he is going for the trade wing. The first upgrade, a dirt cheap upgrade, can give you plus 20% to resources. Then as well as they eventually get 5 armor, which is okay. and then eventually plus 30% income, gold income. So they potentially get up to plus 55% trade, while still costing 33% less.
سأفعل. هيا بنا. سيروا إلى الأمام.
提根，
تحركوا أيها الجنود.
是的，您好。
精气球准备。
لنذهب. تحرك.
搞自己最好。
Does give it damage there. Trade wing's almost complete. It may be a good idea to start getting, once he gets the trade wing complete, it may be a good idea to go for some lancers.
أسمعوا.
Horseman and scout, eyeing to make a breach over here. We have 3 spearmen here, 4 Zinchus and 4 archers. Should be enough to ward away those horsemen. Those spearmen will of course be a good hard counter to them. More pierce damage on the way, and wheelbarrow. We don't have any pierce armor over here, so the pierce damage will give plus 3 damage to the Zinchus. Now as I have the Grand Bazaar there. Let's get a handful of free traders for the age up as well. 4 free traders as well. That is very, very good. I mean, think about it. You get like 3, 4, 5 free traders. That is, and a max distance trade is greater than gold income than a villager. So that's basically equivalent to like getting right now like 6 or 7 free villagers. And with the improved resource collection rate, that will basically be 10 free villagers, roughly, probably inaccurately. We do now have 71 civilians versus 64. Though there's still plenty of gold on this map. He doesn't have to go fully on traders, just good supplemental resources, getting a bit of food as well. But each trade right now is providing looks like 6 gold and 16 food, which is very, very significant, and that can be bumped up to over 100 gold when it gets to the next age. Astronomical clock tower now being researched. Astronomical clock tower now complete. Be a good idea to go for some mangonels. Or not, it's Chinese. Some clock tower nests of bees against this force. Spearman will go down there. We'll find a handful of archers. Of course, they're also aging up. He does also have access to the composite bow. Got a decent force here, 28 military units versus 21. Quality's much in favor for blue as well. Start making its way forward. Does have one crossbow floating out, as well as a handful of palace guards. More palace guards and more crossbows being floated out. Does have the veteran Zinchus and veteran spearman research. doesn't have veteran archers, but he probably not into this point in time. He's not facing against any sort of spearmen. We do have composite bow research now, increasing attack speed of archers by 33%.
子攻手动起来！我们早入熊门，不要杀吧！
Does get some hits there, but the Lancers and Horsemen finds a good angle there. Simply not enough spearmen here. Archers and crossbows going to get overran.
您意愿是什么？
Start approaching forward. We've got now a clock tower and SFBs, but the issue is now there's a large number of horsemen lancing over here, and they will overrun the clock tower and SFBs no problem. More Palace Guards being pulled on the field. Palace Guards be a good generalist unit there. Probably, and you could go Spearman against the horsemen, though there's still a good number of archers on the field, so it may not be a possibility.
يسرني أن أختمك.
Granaries are now forced to evacuate into nearby villages. Doesn't get any villagers there, but can start cracking open these villages in order to get to a nice soft interior. Towns of the arrows are right now doing 7 damage each, so these lancers will only take 1 damage per arrow, barring the primary arrows. Villages already cracked open. Horsemen do go down. The lancers are a little bit wounded. Now it's time to deploy a forward veteran with improved siege engineers. 3 improved siege engineers. He's able to quickly apply any sort of siege weapon he needs, barring trebuchets. And these villagers and the Imperial official may all go down here. 1 villager now remains. Palace Guards being just regrouped. The Chinese player has less civilian workers, probably thanks to all the mass number of traders. Blue could try reinforcing this area with some stone walls as well. Guys going to cleave through that battering ram. Who's now trying to escape out of there. There's only 3 lancers here. That's only 3 torches, not too significant. He can now up on the way. Clock Tower and SB now trying to push his way forward to hit these archers. Unlike Magnuson's getting bonus damage versus range, however, its base damage is 80, barring the AoE splash effect. Does hack apart both those lancers, no problem. Got another clock tower SBs, but we'll get some good damage here. And a good number of those Chinese villagers will go down. So far, he's killed off 16 Chinese villagers. And he's at a point in time he does not need to pull out any more civilians. Got a sizable armor right here. Couple archers camping this relic. Blue has cleaned up 1 relic so far and has 2 sacred sites as well.
他应该会比我
And oh, the last sacred site's way over here, so the sacred sites are definitely in favor of blue in positioning. It'll be easy to keep both these secure by pulling out a keep right here or here. This one is, of course, most contestable. But it's, of course, a keep right here as well. And it's either a choke point here or the open ground through the keep. The choke point is, of course, reversible. The Keep's arrows doesn't cover it.
中我已启动服从命令。
And I was going to send over some of these palace guards to engage these sacred sites. You may find this monk here as well.
已准备好流血与战斗，大家都
And
准
these
备
palace
好
guards
了
will find the keep. Multiple sacred sites now being decaptured. He will send a couple lancers here to save this one. This one will likely be saved as well,
我在服从。
and is unable to reach the final one there.
نتعرض للإطلاق. نصر يستحق.
We got 3 o'clock time SBs, which is very good. Or in fact, he's now fighting against a large amount of mounted units. Palace guards to get ripped apart there.
نقاتل من أجل شعبنا أيها الرجال.
一错建造
And a
别
couple of
记
these
的
villagers
建
will be going down. Blue's trying to grab this relic as well. That'd be relic number 4. Relic number 5 is in the top corner, the northern corner point, northernmost point of the map. Keep not going down here.
نتعرض لقصف العدو.
Let's find a decent volley there.
标定线十字弓手，扛起十字弓请ขึ้น
Alright, go conversion ritual there. Oh! Does stop it. I'm not sure if those guys were technically in range, out of range. Looks like they were out of range, but I wouldn't take that as a guarantee. This is going for the
意愿是什冲向战
Great
场
Gatehouse here. Needs a little bit
冲向
more
征战
gold. And there's a Great Gatehouse not going on
向敌
up.
人
Blue could try interrupting it. That force is getting hit severely. Blue has gonna have horsemen and lancers here. True enough to overrun all these forces, not a lot of spearmen on the field. And there's actually no spearmen in this region. Now the horsemen and lancers should overrun all the Clocktown SBs, wiping out most of the Chinese army. And these villagers, he's going to stop the Great Gatehouse.
تلك هجمات جيدة. اللعنة عليهم.
And Magenta does back of the game there. This end grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Oops, that button. I'm getting a little bit exhausted right now. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm probably going to end the stream early tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.